Or do you have any memorable stories from your time on Typhoon you can share with our viewers?
Lots. Wow.
Give us a few.
Honestly, besides instructing in the Typhoon, there some of my favorite flights in the Typhoon, if I'm going to tell stories, is flying low level, especially through the Lake District and flying low level in Scotland. I That was just something that I didn't have a chance to do, either in the T-38 or the Raptor. I mean, we flew low level, but not quite through the type of terrain that's in the northern UK. So story time on my last flight on the Typhoon. Um, there, it was with a student, and it was the low level sortie. So we had this grand low level planned to fly through the Lake District and then fly low level through Wales. Sadly, the mock loop was still off limits to Typhoon at this time. They opened it up about a week later.
No, of
And
course.
so I'm like, they waited until I was done with Typhoon, and then they reopened the mock loop. So if the person who made that decision is watching this, I have a grudge about that as well. But that I couldn't have asked for a better final flight, or finny flight as we call it, in the Typhoon. Uh, just raging around in the Lake District, and then going down to Wales and flying through there with the student. So to do that, and to get to instruct a student on his first low level in the Typhoon,
Wow.
it was just amazing. It was great. For some reason, I'd liked to have close calls with large birds, and so I'll maybe you can link to it at this point in the video or something, but I'll send you the YouTube links.
Mhm.
What's great is there are the spotters, the aviation enthusiasts who take all the photos and videos. So if you ever did something that was kind of abnormal or special in the jet, chances are there was a spotter there to take the pictures. A lot of the pictures I sent you were by Simon Pearson Kugel. So thank you so much, Simon, for all those great images you took. Dave Evans was another one who took the picture of me flying alongside Schlongy in the Spitfire. So I tend to. Well, there were twice that I had a close call with large birds on takeoff and landing, and so if you want to link to those, they were caught in glorious HD of me pitching the Typhoon out of the way of birds that, at least from what I could see from the cockpit, it looked like I was about to hit them, and so they're interesting videos for that. One of my favorite flights in the Typhoon was when I flew alongside Schlongy in the Mark 9 Spitfire, which, as many of your viewers know, tragically earlier this year, Schlongy, Squadron Leader Long, lost his life in that very aircraft in a mishap that's still under investigation. And about 2 years prior to that, I had the huge privilege of being able to fly in formation with him, doing a fly past at an event at Coningsby.
Wow.
And I'll never forget that. And I've sent you one of those images of that Dave Evans was so kind to take that image and send that to me. And so now that image, Dave, if you're watching, is a memorial on my wall. And so to Schlongy's memory, if his family is seeing this, just an absolute legend of a gentleman, and he's sorely missed.